give a young man a particular skill, and he's not just empowered. You attach him some apprentices, that means there's multiplier effect. In no distant time, we have young people who have skills to sustain themselves and can also sustain other young people around them. That is the vision, of this ministry, and by the special grace of God, that is what we intend to do. And with the collaboration and the cooperation of my colleagues who are here present, we will be able to achieve that. And so as we begin these discussions, please let us be guided by the particular memo that we discussed.
I have come from the private sector, and it has been a cry of a personal cry. It has been something that bothers me so much over time. That when you look at for medicines, you can't find possibilities. When you look at for electricians, you can't find. When you look at look for all these skills, that gives good money, carpentry. When I was constructing my house, I look out for my the guy that did POP in my house was the same guy that did the parapet, and I know how was the amount that went out of me. And so it has been a personal cry how I as a person can help, arouse the interest of our youth to embrace this trade, this skill. I saw it, and when I stood up to say I want to be part of it, is that it has been a personal passion. So it's very laudable, and if we can do it sincerely and truly, it will go a long way to transform our youth in Cross State.
So here I want to advise from the beginning that we should be more careful this time. Now, my question, when I heard the presentation here at the ESCO hall today, my question was, we want to train 2,000 youths, effectively train them, get them skilled. What happens thereafter? Is there an empowerment component of it? Training itself is empowerment, I know, but where do we take them to thereafter? Is it not possible for us to build this also into this package we have, that as we train their skills now? Think of those that have come out well. My colleague has asked a question: how do you evaluate them? How do you get to understand that something has entered? From the technological aspects that you have talked about, those that are qualified to be empowered. Then we build in this more aspects into the empowerment. I'm speaking from sports development. My ministry is to develop sports. And I see, and I work with youths, of course. The youths are the ones I'm working with. And so I want to also appeal that there should be an aspect of it where my own kind of people, because we do a lot of, my athletes also need a lot of training in the various sports they undertake. So I'm appealing that my ministry should be built in here too, and then
it reduces gender-based violence directly. What time do you have to go knocking on the next door when you're busy into the night? You don't have time. So when I listened at ESCO, you gave a real background. I was excited because you don't have time for crime. If you have time to do things do crime, it means you're not in depth in this project. Secondly, I want to speak to needs assessments. We've had a lot of these programs. We have countless people who have done fishery, consultants, monitoring and evaluation, everything. Where are they today? I'm saying so because I have been involved in nominating people. They went through the whole process, and at the end of everything, 600,000, 1 million, NDDC, we cannot find them. Moving away from the norm, I think our consultants needs to really look at that aspect. Because you can't take me from carpentry into tailoring. respect. At the end of the day, I will be patient with you. Manage, get what you want. Many buyers are waiting. They will buy a machine for 500,000 at 200,000 and they will check. But sorry, I'm just expressing myself. So, it is important, aside the online programs, let's do a physical meeting with these people as we progress. Sir, if we are saying that we are meeting, we are doing the first 200, let us see them. Let us see them. We are going to empower you. It's not online. We must see you. 100 youths. They come into Ministry of Youth Development. All these commissioners, ESCO will sit with them. I don't think anybody will want to toil with us. Because one, I should be able to know who is coming from Obuga. I will know them and I'll hurriedly tell you, don't bother about this one. Don't bother about this one. He's just coming to manage and go through. You will see him. We should be able to do a proper and needs assessment. Who is fit for tailoring?
For the member that was presented by still I must commend you. You look through these letters of them I just scanned through. I told you I read it. You don't understand why I say I read. I was visiting that complex with Skyron. I saw the barracks that goes out in the man. I said, don't come here, don't talk. So I was so impressed. Understand? I went round the whole facility and I saw what they have there. It's so they have tap into it. Is that they can always live and live for their family. They have a lot to do in that facility, the Skyron. They have a lot to do in that place. So when I went there, they told me already go to that facility, good and fun. So that we are all working together. I went there for the Office of Science and Technology. You went for the Office of Youth Development to see how your youth can acquire the skills. So I can say that we are crisscrossing yet from the same purpose. So I give it to you. There are three things I want us to look at. One, skill itself. Two, the infrastructure. Three, the resource persons. You have been able to list out those skills that we know our people will actually want to buy into, which is very important to empower our people with these skills. Very good. Identifying the skills is one thing. The infrastructure, are they on ground? Is it possible state owned? You want to go into a partnership with people who are already grounded in those skills and they have a set up infrastructure, business, workshops, where you now form a partnership with them, whether you give them maybe a token, a training, and then they equip us with the training. And then, when I talk about the resource persons.
Dr. Solomon Edebiri. I'm the CEO of African Center for Skills Development and Empowerment. I'm a consultant to Minister of Youth Development. We had a very wonderful meeting this afternoon, and the idea was to look at the skills development and training of about 2,000 youth across River State. There was need to create a cluster, and so that collaboration among other ministries that have common interests can be harnessed, and then everyone will brainstorm together and review strategies that have been put in place so that we can have a more successful program. So that's what has been done today, and we're looking at engaging development partners who will work with us to train people at their facilities. We are looking at the internship system, we are looking at the apprentice system, we are looking at in-person, in-class system. So we're looking at various strategies. We're also looking at digital training. So we're looking at all various systems to train our youth so that at the end of the day, we'll be able to take the youth off the street. And of course, most important of all, we want to be sure that all the skills we're going to put them through are productive skills. Skills that can lead to entrepreneurship, skills that can lead them to setting up micro and small business enterprises. So these are the ideas, and then the ministry is ready, plans are all put in place, and we are going to certainly deliver this.
The Honorable Commissioner for Youth Development, Cross River State. We just finished a meeting, a collaborative meeting with commissioners in my cluster, the social welfare cluster, in my conference room of the Ministry of Youth Development. The vocal point of our meeting today was how to collaborate in towards the empowerment program of the Ministry of Youth, the empowerment of 2,000 youths of Cross River State, which is going to kickstart any moment from now. And so we had to commence this collaborative meeting so we can have the synergy as far as the social welfare cluster is concerned. I had here in attendance the Honorable Commissioner for COMEX, the Honorable Commissioner for Women Development, the Honorable Commissioner for Sports, the Honorable Commissioner for Humanitarian Services, the Honorable Commissioner for Science and Technology, the Honorable Commissioner for Social Welfare, and the consultants for the Ministry of Youth Development. And it was a wonderful brainstorming session, and we have come out with a lot of positive resolutions that will move the ministry and the state forward. So in the coming days, you Cross Riverians should be expecting loads and loads of empowerment for the youth of Cross River State. And we want to use this opportunity to thank His Excellency, the Governor of Cross River State, for giving us this opportunity, to improve on the lives of our teeming youth. With this initiative, which is the skills in the hands, we will be taking in the unemployment market. We'll also be empowering a lot of youth on skills and entrepreneurship and such way that we will be giving them a source of livelihood. Like they say, we'll not just be giving them fish, but we'll be teaching them how to fish. So I think the governor has done well in this particular sector, and we want to commend his effort at giving the youth of Cross River State a better life.